Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, May 11th. I see 6:48. I'm just giving an update on everything that's going on. They're trying to tap Shanyka, I guess, to get her attention. But it's a lot of things she has seen, her mind. They are pushing her mind. They want her for a weapon for war, a lot of things. That's why her Instagram that is now shut down, her Facebook, or maybe it is, but truth is she really doesn't have a Facebook or Instagram. I believe that is true because of Mark Zuckerberg and them, who they really are. But she's starting to see these things, and um, they're doing things with our minds. She's starting to see what they're trying to use her for. But I think that's just the tricking and deceiving of them trying to spread the information. That's why Shanyka Anderson will not be speaking. They would say she is possessed, but sometimes she is not. It's other things moving through her body. And this person that you're seeing is not quite Shanyka Anderson, as they can see that she has changed. She is not really fat. Her hair does not really look like this. It probably does. What she's going through is a mixture of things that she have done, and a mixture of the evil things, but she know that in the spiritual battle, she don't know what part she plays in that, but sometimes with the lying and stealing, sometimes it's connected with so much more. But as things starting to come to me, to my mind, it's like her mind is getting pushed. She get these headaches, and many of the things she's seeing people dying, and like she's in sync with people, like with Taliban, when she was at San Bernardino City Hall, something that she never said. Well, she couldn't say it, and some things shouldn't be said. That's why it's not her. And she's starting to see things of life and how life is operated, and how sometimes we shouldn't say things, we shouldn't see things. And so some people shouldn't be watching this video, but sometimes if they're watching this video or they're seeing it in any type of way, because sometimes I don't think it's necessarily a video. I don't think they were necessarily recording. It's like the marks and stuff on her face. They have picked her face, and down there in her mind, like that's part of the satanic and the demonic things, the generational curse that was placed upon her because she was picking her face for a while. Even this mark on her face, she don't even know how that even happened. And sometimes she starts to remember, just like with being gay. Carolina, they be saying their name. Sometimes like you're not supposed to say her name, but sometimes all type of protection up. But they had like Shanyka Anderson was gay up in Pizza Hut. And Shanyka Anderson remember how it happened. And Carolina do too. I think it was like the first day Nika was working there or something like that. But she walked from the office to Wing Street, and certain things, certain body movements Nika made, and Nika felt that she was gay. And all this happened to her when she was 25 years old. She's 28 now. Born March 24th, 1995. A lot of things with her family, birthdays and everything. A lot of things she's starting to realize. Having the same birthday as someone else, she's starting to realize the life, and why that happened, like why it happened that way. As you see these things around her neck, the crystals and the brown cross, sometimes it is not her wearing it. Now in her mind, it could be true. That's how people can tell. Who understand this stuff, they'll be able to see exactly who's talking. And sometimes it be the devil. Sometimes it be someone else. And this is around his neck for a reason. It's not necessarily around Shanyka Anderson's neck. That's why you see her fat and the scars on her face, like her hair is messed up. Like she's out here crazy, screaming and shouting, but that's not what that is. Sometimes she don't know if that's the case for her, but sometimes it be like that because of the things that we done in life. And that's the consequence of the results of that. But sometimes them speaking like this, even giving examples, is bad. And sometimes it be the devil or someone else. And someone hearing this, they could be able to see how they have Shanyka. Not have her, but she's starting to understand this stuff. Weapon for war is what they were saying in her mind. And she got blessed with dancing and all this type of stuff. And now it's like she looks like a fool. Like she wasn't really a good dancer. Like, what I'm saying? Even with the music, she's starting to look at that like it wasn't her that made that music, and it made it seem like it was her. And that's what they call possession and many other things. Yeah, like around this cross around her neck, and that's how you know it's them, because they talk about the show Charmed. And like the little symbol in the beginning, kind of like 3 leaves or something like that. It's not leaves. You can see how they're speaking, but she can see it on her cross, and some people can and some can't. Some will be able to see it in this video, and some won't be able to, but she can see it. That's what they be saying, that they're crazy or they're tripping. Like right now, she's outside La Brea Tar Pits, and she also see Hancock Park. And so they make it seem like she's tripping, but she's not. And this is in the same spot. She's homeless now again, but I don't think she's quite homeless. But she's homeless again, sleeping outside La Brea tar pits in the counter. She had left the homeless shelter. And she be under control. Shanyka Anderson don't have control of her body, so she don't know where she be going. Sometimes it be God guiding her body. Sometimes she didn't even drive. But just an update on what's going on and what's happening with her mind and what's happening in this world. She is not crazy. They try to make it seem like they're gonna push her brain to the point where she will become crazy, and they heard that before too. She was in the mental institution in Texas. A whole lot of stuff happened. She lost her son, and these are her medical records from Texas. I don't know if you guys can see it, and sometimes the accomplishment for some people in the Illuminati or the New World Order, because they're actually making this video like as if it's Shanyka Anderson, and even saying certain information, having things on video, and we see this before. It's actually an accomplishment for them. We're just past 5 minutes and 55 seconds. They call that angelic time, but sometimes something so much more connected with that, as well as God and stuff. So Shanyka Anderson seeing this, the spiritual battle, sometimes it molded and evolved to where it's not a spiritual battle no more. It's like with this possession. Sometimes you see them with black eyes, like they heard many times before. It can be aliens, and sometimes they're not called aliens. They're other things in existence. It's like they be making her smoke marijuana. As you can see the pipe right there, the marijuana pipe with the lighter. But she has now realized that she's not smoking marijuana, but it still feels like they're controlling her to smoke it, and they could be forcing her to smoke it. But I think she's not. I think it's just something that they see, tricking and deceiving. And so you realize her eyes, it's like right now you see like one eye is lower than the other, and some people be able to see it and some won't. And so just an update on what's going on in this world. Donald Trump, they have spread a lot of lies about him. A lot of stuff has been truth. Evidence of what's going on with his life. She listened to certain music. They're trying to relate her into like what's happening into life, reality, the system. They say, trying to be in mental health, and doing things like having a therapist, but doing other things like sound bathing. But that's part of the mental slavery, because sound bathing can get rid of demons and stuff. Or a piece of the devil just takes a long time, and you have to know what you're doing. And you can get rid of him with the energies and connecting with a whole lot of things. You can get rid of the devil and get rid of the evil. But with the sound bath, that's where the mental slavery come in, or they enslave themselves. Because sometimes people don't look at that as therapy; it's a way of life. And we all heard that before. That's why they're trying to enslave Shanyka Anderson, because she's now seeing these things. They have her watching Gaia, and sometimes we shouldn't be directed to that. That's why it's not Shanyka Anderson, and sometimes they making it seem like she's speaking or she said something. But God is moving through this video and everything, every part. That's why they call him Father Time. Many people call him that. As he moved through times, as the time is clicking, as the seconds is clicking. Times Square. A lot of things happened at Times Square. A lot of things went down in New York. Even before, a long time ago, they say history repeats itself, because sometimes about manipulating and doing unnatural things, lying, and that's when we get part of that, of the generational curse. They say we become a part of that, but sometimes that's part of enslaving ourselves, because we like with Shanyka Anderson, sometimes she has lied in the past, and she starting to see how it's affected people's lives, and she's starting to realize why, a part of the reason why she haven't physically went to an exorcism, and she see exorcism happening spiritually with her, and many different terminologies that they use to explain what will be happening to people, the supernatural. But she's seeing things, and so I think it's time to stop.